everybody, and welcome to the D&D Chronicles. I am Thomas.
And I'm Liam.
Where we talk about D&D stuff because we're bored. I think I already got the intro wrong.
No, we probably did it right.
Okay. For reference, we usually have it written down right next to us. I did not today.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy.
I'm too lazy to grab it, so.
Yeah, Liam's too lazy to
Thomas
walk down
is also
one set of stairs.
Thomas is also too lazy to grab it.
I was too busy setting stuff up. Screw you. Anyway, today's episode topic is D&D stories. Now, I just want to mention, it'd be really cool if any of you guys shared some of your D&D stories down in the comments. Would totally help the algorithm. Please do it. Now, what do you want to start with? Just stuff that isn't on here.
Stuff that isn't on there. Stuff that isn't on there. I don't really have much of an idea because I have terrible memory.
Well, if you figure out and think of something while we're going through, let me know, because the more stories, the better. It's entertainment, my dear.
Ah, yes, entertainment. So let's start with Smash Poo Poo on Stick.
It's funny poop stick. It sounds stupid, I know.
It is stupid.
But that's because it was a 12-year-old playing D&D. A 12-year-old boy, person, was at our D&D table. I'm not going to name names, but Liam already knows who it was. He was playing D&D with us, and he said, I want to just put poop on a stick and make it do poison damage. And I'm like, bro, this isn't Dark Souls. And he kept going, and eventually one of the players got angry because, like, I'm trying to progress the adventure, man. And I'm like, and me as a DM, I was sitting there just going,
Smash Poo Poo on Stick.
no, come on.
No.
I don't want to deal with this. But yeah, that was my attitude as a DM. I was just like, oh my god, can we please move on? Because it was going for like half an hour.
Look, for a serious discussion like Poop Stick, it has to go on for a while.
No, it doesn't. Because it's shit stick. But yeah, that was... Listen, respect your DM's boundaries, guys. When they say move on, move on. Because, like, nobody wants to be talking about a poop stick for that long. Especially
I do.
not me. Yeah, well, you're, like, stupid, so, you know.
Hey!
Anyway, topic number 2. Liam's character was scared of pots and pans until level 10.
Oh yeah, right, I had a little thing with my character. His name's Ilker Thokpo. I made it so that he was scared of pots and pans until level 10, and I somehow remembered it when I got to level 10, even though I made that at, like, level 4, so...
His character was legitimately scared of pots and pans. I'm not making a joke.
Like, deathly afraid. If he saw him, he would run away. He could go up against a dragon, but the second he sees pots and pans... That's exactly how it went.
It was actually really funny because there was one... They were fighting an orc, and it was just a normal orc. But the orc grabbed a frying pan because it was the cook of the group, of its, like, tribe. So its main weapon was a frying pan. Liam was deathly scared of that orc.
I wasn't scared of the orc, I was scared of the frying pan. I was running away from the frying pan. I don't care about the orc.
The orc is just an orc. As soon as he loses that frying pan. But yeah. Funny.
Frightened condition immediately.
Yeah, you legitimately have to make like a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition. Why'd you do that, by the way? Why?
I don't know. Add some flavor.
But why pots and pans? Why not bugs or something?
Because that's what I got beat with.
What the Bro.
Yeah.
Content warning, I guess? I don't... What the hell?
Anyways.
Don't touch my purse! This is more of a story we already told, but we figured we'd tell it again because it's really, really funny, and I highly doubt this is the case, because you don't just see this podcast and decide, I'm going to watch this episode first. You go and watch the other episodes first, most likely. Now, just in case some of you skip past that part or something, don't touch my purse. I was at a convention called CoolieCon. I was playing D&D at CoolieCon. We were fighting creatures, humanoid, basically humans that were being used as puppets and could not be harmed by non-magical damage. I didn't have a magical weapon on me. I had a backpack. A Hewer's Handy Haversack. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
I had a kill count of 3 that combat because of a friggin' backpack.
And every single time he hit someone, I said, "Don't touch my purse," and it ended up being iconic. So he just started saying it too, and then now everyone says it.
And I kid you not, I rolled 2 critical hits in a row on one guy, and he just got his skull splattered by a backpack.
A purse.
Don't touch my purse! Whack!
That's why all your grandma should be taking self-defense classes. Imagine this, you're trying to rob a grandma, and she just starts beating you to death with a purse.
Listen, all my grannies out there who be listening to this podcast, definitely there's totally an old woman watching this podcast. Get self-defense lessons with your purse. It is lethal, I swear.
Just load your purse with a bunch of pennies.
Yeah, just... Back!
It's basically a baseball bat with cloth.
Brother.
Now, this one, we have to be very careful with this one so we don't get demonetized. It's Bard.
Okay. No, hold on. Okay, so this is my campaign. We're playing in my campaign, right? They decide, they have an alchemy jug. Alchemy jug can produce a lot of mayonnaise.
Yes, 5 gallons of it, if I remember correctly.
How do I say this that isn't absolutely cringe and won't get me demonetized?
Throwing mayonnaise at wormlings and saying, "Bard, not the wormlings!"
Yeah, dragon wormlings.
Yeah, so...
Now, everyone knows about the meme of bards and dragons.
Yeah.
No, Bard, not the wormlings.
Yeah, it's,
College of Diddy Bard.
College of Diddy.
Okay, I should not be going too far into that. That's, bad.
Let's move off of that topic.
Okay. Do you have any other ideas for stories yet? Ooh, I have one that isn't on this repertoire.
What?
Okay, so many DMs out there have used plot devices similar to this, but a high authority figure being manipulated by something through a piece of clothing, maybe a crown or a helmet. There was a high military general of the big bad evil clergy that I was running. Basically the clergy of the sun god, but they were being corrupted by the son of an evil god. And one of the ways he would control them is mind control helmets. Now, these helmets typically could not be removed. However, one of my players cast, what was it, Dispel Evil and Good, or was it Remove Curse?
Remove Curse.
It was Remove Curse at 6th level. And I was like, okay, I'll give him a saving throw for that. What the hell? DC 30. He rolled a natural 20. So that revealed that, and this completely derailed half, the thing, which is okay, because I'm really good at improvising, but this threw a lot of stuff off, because, it it wasn't supposed to be revealed yet that they were being controlled, but now the party knew because the guy tore off the helmet and tried to smash it, but the helmet was magically charmed by a demigod, so it didn't exactly get destroyed by him trying to stomp on it.
Oh yeah, one of the players tried to
hit it with a very rare magical item called the Halberd of Lightning. Basically combine a javelin of lightning and a halberd together. You get the Halberd of Lightning. The halberd broke. Poor dude was really sad he lost his really cool halberd.
Boy, I think there's something that we don't have the paper that I can talk about, actually.
But yeah.
The eye.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But that player, 12-year-old kid, again, who now is a little bit older. But yeah, he was really disappointed that he lost his halberd. I mean, more so shocked, but it was a sad moment for him. He's like, oh, I really like that halberd, you know? And it sucks. I don't like doing that as a DM, but what I do is I roll okay. Because the player rolled the hit. I told the player to roll the hit, and he rolled a natural 1. I rolled critical severity, which is like how bad the natural 1 is, and I rolled a natural 20 on the severity of the natural 1, which that demanded something with great consequence. And unfortunately, that was the only thing I could think of at the time. So, yeah.
How to make a melee build hate melee even more and switch to spellcasting.
But yeah, another one I wanted to talk about that Liam actually brought up was the eye. Now, a lot of D&D vets out there know what I'm talking about when I say the eye. I can't remember if it's the right eye and left hand or left hand and right eye.
Vecna's eye.
Yeah.
And my character is fucking scared out of his mind.
No, you're not.
Well, I'm scared because Rocky is scared.
Okay.
I don't know that Vecna's eye is there. I'm just scared because he's scared. I have this guy named Rocky.
One of our players decided, hey, I'm gonna touch the eye. Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw. He got 22, so that's a failure. Yeah, one of your eyes rots away and is replaced with this new one. Again, the same. Young player.
Yeah, he's caused a lot of chaos, but it adds some flavor.
It adds some flavor, it adds some fun. I'm pretty sure that if you're listening to this, bro, thank you for making the D&D table fun. I know the other players like to give you a little bit of shit, but you make the table fun for me and for them in ways you don't know. Okay, so thank you.
And I tried to kill it with a black hole, and it just
sphere of annihilation.
Yeah, and it just went did nothing.
Yeah, Liam's character Ilkrith tried to destroy Vecna's eye, which he didn't know was Vecna's eye.
I just knew it was a terrifying eye that was killing everything.
No, you didn't. You just knew that your familiar Rocky, who has some backstory of his own, was scared of the eye, and when Rocky's scared of something, you need to be scared of something.
Because he hasn't been scared of anything before. This is a big contest. Rocky, he's my familiar. He's a floating rock with some telekinesis powers. Sure, he's usually a level 30 warlock. That's just for flavor. He can't do any warlock stuff. He's the only time he can do something like that is for a funny moment. He's just there mostly to make sure players don't do stupid stuff.
That's basically a tool as a DM for me that I can oh, you're gonna do something stupid? Ronky bonks you in the head and does 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
And paralyzes you. It's a thing that I came up with, and Thomas hugged me for it. So
yeah, that was a really clever idea, and it's something inconsequential that I can do as a DM to let you know, hey, the Rock thinks that's a bad idea. He's gonna hit you in the head for it.
Bonk.
Yeah.
But he was scared of it. He hasn't been scared of anything before.
Rocky was scared of it, therefore Liam's character, a little scared of the eye. But the thing is, they don't know where the eye went. Because no one noticed that it replaced that young player's eye.
Can't the magic be detected somehow?
Nope.
I don't know.
Magical forces can be hidden, even from detect magic. Powerful magics can hide themselves.
Oh.
Yup.
Obscure ruler. Rocky's level 30. Warlocks. Level 30 is made up.
Now this next topic, it's about my character, Chip Del Toro. I rolled a 48 on a stealth check.
Absolutely insane. Hiding from literal gods.
Okay, little context here. I was invisible, but I already had advantage, so what my DM does is he gives me a +5 if you're already had advantage, if you're invisible. If you already have advantage for some other reason and you get invisibility on top of that, you get an extra +5. So yeah, I already was rocking a +13, so it became a +18. And then another player cast Pass Without a Trace, giving me an additional +10, and then I rolled a natural 20. Giving me the magical 48.
Absolute insanity. Should not even,
I rolled a 48 on a stealth check, yeah. And I'm not even level 20, bro.
I don't even think gods can do that. They literally...
Oh, gods can, yeah.
Not stealthy gods. They can't rule that, not without additional spells.
No, non-stealthy gods, no. Well, maybe. All depends on how powerful they are, if stealth kind of crosses with them or not. Multiple different things. Murder Horse.
Murder Horse, yes, the horse.
What story do you want to tell about Murder Horse?
Well, we've already said about him bashing someone's skull in, the zombie Goliath or whatever.
Zombie Beholder.
Beholder, right. At the time I thought beholders were just giant, giants, but I did not realize they're meatballs.
No, they didn't. I showed you illustrations multiple times. I'd like to mention this. This is not an error of mine as a DM. I showed him multiple illustrations of beholders and he still thought it was a giant. That's his fault, not mine.
Still something I can't say on YouTube. So
I'm still something I can't say on YouTube. But yeah, what other stories of Murder Horse would you like to tell?
Well, I mean, he has glowing eyes. He frightens literally every civilian he comes across. He's just...
You could tell of the story of how he rode into battle with you, Malachi, and the other guys against that white dragon. Young white dragon?
We have a particular killing streak against white dragons. We're kind of like the opposite of the American police force.
Dude, stop! I'm sitting here with my jaw agape, just so you guys know who can't see. Liam just said something absolutely terrifying. Well, not terrifying, terrible, sorry. The words, they're not working because Liam just said something very, very bad.
I'm sure we won't get demonetized for this.
I really hope not.
Don't worry, we won't. As long as you didn't have...
Well, demonetized just means we don't get money for it.
Oh no.
Oh no. We were making so much money off of this.
We were going to get a penny off of this, you know.
Oh my gosh.
A penny for your thoughts.
A penny for your thoughts.
You can't think.
Here's my thoughts. Anyways. But yeah. This horse did so much damage to this white dragon. It was not even funny. They attacked it in its lair because it was harassing a local town and its townsfolk. But yeah, they dealt with the white dragon because Malachi, that young player I was telling everybody about, talk about so much, I didn't mean to say the name of, but whatever. It's not like anybody's gonna pick him up by name, you know? Anyway.
Someone's gonna kidnap him now.
But anyway, yeah, Malachi, he rode into battle on Murder Horse, and him and Murder Horse helped destroy the encounter. I think Malachi got like 3 crits that game.
If I could go back, I would switch my build to be a build about like riding on Murder Horse.
I think a lot of people in the party would do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, me and Murder Horse, we have a bond, and then I don't know where he went.
You guys still haven't gone and tried to get him.
I'll be fine. I know we'll end up finding him because I know he can perfectly survive on his own. I'm kind of scared for what he's going to do, actually.
Stopped Venom Fang from being captured.
Yeah, we absolutely decimated 2 more white dragons, because of course they're white dragons. Again.
Okay, so for reference, there was,
Young white dragons, but...
2 youngs, and there was 1 more. Wasn't there?
Wasn't a dragon, but there was one more guy.
Okay, there was a lot of dragon cultists. They put Venom Fang in chains. And there was a bunch of dragon cultists and 2 young white dragons and a dragon cult leader general that was keeping Venom Fang in chains and trying to transport him somewhere so they could use him as a sacrifice. Yeah. So one of my players, who's arcane trickster rogue, cast invisibility on themselves, secretly unlocked Venom Fang's chains with some very good stealth checks and sleight of hand checks. Told him to stay down and keep pretending like he's in chains until the party struck first. And then the party struck first, and they didn't strike, they decimated. They tactics the frick out of the encounter. Like, I as a DM, like, after combat round 2, I'm like, there was like 16 guys here, and now there's a white dragon that has like 50 hit points left, and the general. What the? You guys did so awesome. I was so proud of the party because I told them, hey, if you don't tactics, this encounter is going to be really hard. So they tactics a lot, and
I wanted to say something real quick. There is a, what's the thing is called? The legal things.
Rulings.
Illegal areas where we get a lot of stuff from.
Thieves guilds.
Yes, there's 2 thieves guilds. Now, one of them I have some beef with.
Oh, yeah.
I want to burn them down so bad.
Okay.
Thomas doesn't want me to. The second I get back to that place, I'm burning it down. The other Thieves Guild, I love it. They supplied us with so much good stuff.
There are 2 Thieves Guilds in the continent of the place of Alavast. It's just what I call it. One Thieves Guild is run in the main town called God's Foot. The party is on good standing with that Thieves Guild. Liam tried to force his way into the other Thieves Guild. It didn't go so well. He got stabbed a few times.
I'm gonna burn it down.
Because he didn't realize that maybe you should leave the Thieves Guild stuff to the rogues of the party.
Well, the other Thieves Guild was all nice and welcoming. This one isn't. So I'm gonna burn them down the second I get over there. You can try to keep me away, but I will burn it down.
You're gonna die.
They will know my name, and my name will be carved in their rotting corpse.
You're gonna die.
No.
You don't know what's down there, Liam. You're gonna die.
I'm gonna somehow cast a 9th level meteor shower.
Mm-mm. You're gonna die, that's what's gonna happen.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. The Great Worm.
Oh, the Great Worm. A very easy fight. Level 1.
Okay, for reference, they did not fight an actual Great Worm. See, there was this really smart white dragon, a cut above from your average white dragon, right?
A cut.
A lot of cuts. A slab of meat above your average white dragon in intelligence, who is trying to become a Great Worm by killing other versions of itself and absorbing their power.
And it was one dragon away from killing.
And it was one dragon away from becoming a great worm, essentially. And the party put a stop to that. I'm gonna let you talk a little bit. Go ahead.
We did a killy.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that.
Basically, almost great worm fighting with other dragon. We were charged in, and we were given potions of long rest, some completely random thing that Thomas made up. And I was like, well, we might be screwed because, you know, he literally
what
had
else
to.
were you given?
Before the fight.
Do you seriously not remember what I gave you guys?
I remember what you gave us after the fight.
Help from the gods.
Oh yeah, right, that. We didn't need that.
You were given power from the gods, Liam.
Easy.
Basically, as a DM, something I can do that video games do often, but something you can do as a DM to make encounters more awesome is temporary power. That's something you can do as a DM just to really emphasize, oh, crap, the stakes really are high. The stakes really are high in this fight. We really did need this help. And they did. They really did. If they didn't get the help the gods, me, gave them, they would have died.
It would have been easy. We could have taken that on level 1 if we had 500 monks.
No. But yeah. That it?
Well, there is what we got after.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
So I got a boon, and I was offered one of three, but I thought of one that would fit my character more. Oh wait, no, or did you? Alright, I wanted something else. I was like, oh wait, never mind, no. I picked Boon of the Fire Soul, which makes me immune to fire damage.
Now, the reason I did this as a DM was because, oh no, one player has immunity to fire damage. And I know that's like a really big deal, but his character has been striving to master flame for a really long time. That's like his whole character's deal, is fire.
It's fire, and now that I finally reached my goal, I don't even care my character doesn't care what he's doing anymore. He's just doing whatever now because he reached his goal. Now he's just gonna burn down villages, bad villages.
There you go.
They didn't pay their taxes. Even I don't mess with the IRS back here. Seriously, Joker doesn't mess with the IRS.
Anyway.
Insert podcasts. And
Remember to leave a positive review if you like the podcast.
Now,
may your rolls be high, may you not die. Good luck and goodbye. Yeah.